I believe in spectacles, but I think eyes necessary too. Remember, man does not live on bread alone. Sometimes he needs a little buttering up. The truth is not always beautiful, nor beautiful words the truth. Fear defeats more people than any other one thing in the world. We are citizens of the world. The tragedy of our times is that we do not know this. A fool despises good counsel, but a wise man takes it to heart. There's nothing in the world that breeds success like success. If it keeps you happy, keep it quiet. In my deepest wound, I saw your glory, and it dazzled me. Those who win never give up. Those who give up never win. People who keep stiff upper lips find that it's damn hard to smile. I have no special talent. I am only passionately curious. If we have no peace, it is because we have forgotten that we belong to each other. Don't worry about the negative people may say about you. Learn from it and move on. Maybe everyone is just waiting for someone else to save them. It's hard not to feel happy when you make someone smile. Everyone who got to where they are had to begin where they were. I very rarely think in words at all. A thought comes, and I may try to express it in words afterwards. It is hard work and great art to make life not so serious. The question is not what you look at, but what you see. Pessimistic tidak, lebih daripada sikap takbur mendahului nasib. If those at your top are weak, your bottom will be rotten. Remember that you are only alive now. This is the only moment you have. Embrace it. To become a lifelong reader, one has to do a lot of varied and interesting reading. Man doesn't know what he is capable of until he is asked. It's not whether you got knocked down, it's whether you get back up. Overconfidence blows out the risk. Inferiority magnifies it. All wars are won or lost before they are ever fought. If freedom is short of weapons, we must compensate with willpower. There is no such thing as a great talent without great willpower. One may know how to conquer without being able to do it. Make visible what, without you, might perhaps never have been seen. Strange what being forced to slow down could do to a person. In the end, the world always wins. That's just the way of things. Try not to become a man of success. Rather become a man of value. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. To touch the soul of another human being is to walk on holy ground. Decide what you want to be, pay the price, and be what you want to be. Never say that I have taken it, only that I have given it back. Don't ever take a fence down until you know why it was put up. Men do less than they ought unless they do all they can. Just be real. It saves everyone's time. Our lives can't be measured by our final years. Of this I am sure. Thinking something does not make it true. Wanting something does not make it real. You cannot open a book without learning something. Dream big. Wake up. Take the first step into the unknown. When your intentions are pure, so too will be your success. Men of this world all rejoice in others being like themselves and object to others not being like themselves. I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Sometimes we create our own heart, breaks through expectation. I think it was the institution. I was trying to master it. I don't paint dreams or nightmares. I paint my own reality. Life, unfortunately, doesn't seem to care what we want. I cried because I had no shoes until I met a man who had no feet. If you concentrate on small, manageable steps, you can cross unimaginable distances. The job of feet is walking, but the hobby is dancing. It's important in life. If you don't give a shit, it can help you a lot. The man who asks a question is a fool for a minute. The man who does not ask is a fool for life. Faithless is he that says farewell when the road darkens. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Where humanity sowed faith, hope, and unity, joy's garden blossomed. When you procrastinate, you become a slave to yesterday. Set the troops to their tasks without imparting your designs. Hats have power. Hats can change you into someone else. The gods are fond of the cryptic and dislike the evident. Imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attractions. Stay in the center, and you will be ready to move in any direction. Nothing can be more hurtful to your heart than betraying yourself. Bringing joy to another lights 1,000 suns within. Like the sun and moon, they end but to begin anew. Like the 4 seasons, they pass away to return once more. Convince your enemy that he will gain very little by attacking you. This would diminish his enthusiasm. Success is getting what you want. Happiness is wanting what you get. The truth does not change according to our ability to stomach it. The elegance under pressure is the result of fearlessness. The secret to creativity is knowing how to hide your sources. If you follow the enemy's shifts and changes, you can always find a way to win. Slowly we became silent, and silence itself, if an enemy to friendship. Start writing, no matter what. The water does not flow until the faucet is turned on. I do maintain that if your hair is wrong, your entire life is wrong. I encounter one example after another of how relative truth is. Contentment is natural wealth. Luxury is artificial poverty. Invincibility depends on oneself, the enemy's vulnerability on him. In the desire to control others, we lose control over ourselves. History, Stephen said, is a nightmare from which I am trying to awake. We need to renew ourselves often. Even temples need renovation. I believe in looking reality straight in the eye and denying it. If you are not having fun, you are doing something wrong. What is to be, will be, and no prayers of ours can arrest the decree. Being true to yourself is the greatest force to uncover the soul. Better to get hurt by the truth than comforted with a lie. If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. It is better to be divided by truth than united in error. Until you have suffered much in your heart, you cannot learn humility. I is for integrity. Be honest with yourself and others. With regard to narrow passes, if you can occupy them first, let them be strongly garrisoned and await the advent of the enemy. By nature, men are nearly alike. By practice, they get to be wide apart. If you listen to critics for too long, you will become deaf to success. The king is only fond of words and cannot translate them into deeds. The whole secret lies in confusing the enemy so that he cannot fathom our real intent. We need to be fit and ready for anything that might come our way.